Hey guys, Tiffany Higgins here, going live. I am at an Airbnb in La Quinta, California, in Southern California in the desert. If you guys are watching and you can hear me, please let me know. Kitty, don't step on my computer. I am set up in the kitchen and I've got kiddos watching Ghostbusters and listening to music in the background. So let me know if you can hear me okay. That way I see that I'm live online. Checking that out. Got some really cool student testimonials and updates to share with you guys. But I do love, oh great, thank you Lydia for letting me know that you guys can hear me. Good morning, Shauna. I'm super excited to answer some of your questions. Today, let me get those pulled up too as well. So this is a live I always do every Tuesday, 11 a.m. Central Time. It is 9 a.m. Pacific Time for where I'm at right now. Good morning to you, Lydia. And I am going to go live and talk about all the things that you can do to live your ideal lifestyle when you have a bookkeeping business, and how that can actually help you live your ideal lifestyle. So one of the things that happened to me is that all of the things that I used to dream about and wish I had in my life, the flexibility, money, a car, a dependable car that fit everybody, the ability to travel and go on vacations, the ability to have options and not feel like I couldn't do something because of my job or because I didn't have vacation built up or because I didn't have enough money in my account. All of those things slowly, completely disappeared as I started my bookkeeping business and started to grow it. And the one thing that's been really amazing is to literally just have options. Like, who likes to feel stuck and trapped in their life and not be able to do the things that they want to do or that they dream about or desire maybe one day, but it never really happens because you're always stuck in the same spot? Well, if you actually have a bookkeeping business and you keep moving forward with it and you keep getting to the next levels, you will be able to do all of this stuff, every single thing that you want to do. And it's kind of crazy how quickly that you can get there. So for example, when I started my bookkeeping business in May of 2015, it was supposed to be a little side hustle. And I was just gonna make up enough money to cover the difference in my pay minus childcare expenses. So I didn't really need that many clients, but it was really easy to grow my business, surprisingly. And by Christmas, I had enough clients that covered my entire bills, all of our household bills, and my husband was able to quit his job. So that was just like the first mind-blowing thing that happened to us. And then after that, about 6 months after that, we were able to buy a brand new car, which I had never done before, 100% brand new, right off the lot. No one else had driven it before but me. We were able to buy that van, and we were able to take a 16-day vacation across the country. So that was really awesome. I had always dreamed of doing that, of taking a really long vacation. Like, I would get to go to the lake with my dad whenever we had a 4-day weekend. That was like the extent of really ever getting to go on any vacations because my corporate job just didn't allow me the flexibility or the time off to do anything. So once I was able to do that, it opened so many doors in my mind. Like, wow, a 16-day vacation, and that whole time I'm making enough money to pay all of our bills plus pay for this vacation and pay for this brand new car. It was quite insane. And then, it just little things like that just kept on happening. My teenagers got the opportunity to go overseas on a school field trip that I didn't even have to think twice to pay for, which was really amazing. And then we decided we wanted a pool in our backyard, but our current house, we couldn't put a pool in the backyard. So we started looking at options. Well, maybe we should just move. Well, I found this house that was a $500,000 house that had a pool and tennis court in the backyard. And never in my wildest dreams did I ever think I would actually be able to afford that or be able to get approved for that loan. And lo and behold, I just tried it and I did. And we moved. And didn't miss a beat. Still kept getting more and more clients, still keeping the ones that I had, and being able to like change our lifestyles and have access to things that we had never had access to before. I was even able to go through a twin pregnancy and nurse twins for 2 years without having to ever leave them once. I never had to leave them the entire time I was nursing. And the whole time I still grew my bookkeeping business and still was making between $18,000 and $20,000 a month working part-time. So it's just like a real dream come true, guys. And I hope I'm portraying that enough. So what I would like to know is, what are your dreams? What are some of your hopes and goals and desires for your family that you think about all the time, but you just haven't done yet? You just haven't accomplished yet. Let's talk about that. So if you're watching, tell me some of that. Like, what is your dream? What is something that you sit back and say, I wish I could do this. I can't wait until I can do this. That's what I want to know. I love to make these really interactive, so the more questions, the more comments that you guys can share, the more I can talk to you and tell you, my thoughts, my opinions on this stuff, for what it's worth. Lee says, I have the self-taught course. What's the best order to go through this course? Well, the course is actually, not really that long. So you can go through it in whatever order you want and probably get through the whole course within a week. So you'll be good. Just watch them all through. And Lee, I know you've had this for a while, so stop over analyzing. Just take action. The only way you can actually make your life live the life that you want is if you actually take action. So like learning all this stuff and going through it over and over again, that's okay, but it's not going to bring you anything unless you actually act on it. So first step, take action. Second step is self-evaluate that action that you took. Did it work? Did it help? Do you need to tweak it? What do you need to do differently? And that is going to get you massive success, massive success. Hey, I see Rebecca's watching. Hi, Becky Stengel. It's good to see you. Hi, Claudia. Okay, Shauna says, oh, you're so awesome. My dream is to be a work from home mom. I can't wait to replace my salary. Yay, awesome. Okay, Shauna, if you don't know, we have a calculator on our website at stayatHomeBookkeeper.com. And this calculator will tell you exactly how many clients you need to replace your salary. And then it will also show you how many hours a week that you can expect to work. So if you want to tell me how much monthly revenue, monthly income that you need to bring in to feel comfortable replacing your salary or leaving your job, drop that number below and I'll look that up and I'll tell you what it is and what you can expect. Lydia says her goal is to homeschool my son and travel the world. Awesome. Well, Lydia, you are right on your way there. I know you've had some successes and it's going to be something that's very easy for you to attain now that you are doing your bookkeeping business from home and you no longer have to work your 9 to 5. So you are well on your way. We homeschooled our kids and still do homeschool 3 of them actually 4 of them right now, but I got 3 of them here. And we're traveling the world, so you can definitely do that. We left Texas earlier this week. Actually it was Friday, so that's last week, and we're going to be in the desert for several days, and then we're going to be at the beach for a week. Then we're going to go back to Missouri and be around family for a week, and then we're going to Florida for a speaking engagement, but also a family vacation. So traveling the world is fun. It's what it's all about. I love it. So that's really super exciting. Lee, there's lots of different things you can do. If there's a reason that you can't get funding for the academy, figure out what that reason is and work on it. If you need to work on your credit report, work on that. It's not a big deal. It's a small roadblock that you can definitely overcome. Get creative and see if you can find some awesome business owners to invest in your business in exchange for free bookkeeping services to get you into the academy. So that would be great to be able to do that. Okay, so Shauna says she needs 10K to be able to quit her corporate job. So evaluating that number too and deciding, do I really need that much to actually quit? And if the answer is yes, then let's see if we can get this calculator to load. There it is. So at 10K, you would need approximately 20 small clients. So if you get larger clients, you won't need quite as many. Once you get them all onboarded and everything, and you've had them all for a couple of months, it'll only take you about 20 hours a week to do the bookkeeping work. So you can make $10,000 a month working half time, part-time. Super awesome. So definitely something that you can accomplish very quickly. We've had a lot of people in the academy have their first 10K month here recently. What happened here? It clicked on something. Oh, there we go. Okay, and so I think Lee said 7K. So for 7K, you need, my screen keeps refreshing in the wrong time. Okay, about 14 clients. And once you get them all onboarded and you've had them for a couple months, it'll only take you about 14 hours a week to do that work, which is so awesome. So 14 super small clients. And guys, there's 22 million businesses in the US alone. So all you need is 14 to 20. That's amazing. It won't take you long to do that, especially with consistent marketing. You follow the steps in our course and you do it every day. 30 minutes a day is really all you need to do consistent marketing. And if you do that every day, it's going to pay off and you're going to get those clients 100%. It's guaranteed you're going to do it. As long as you keep taking action and you self-reflect on that action and take better action day after day after day, you're gonna get these clients. Lydia, yes, we are living in Texas. We're in Houston right now. That is where we have home base. Thank you so much, everyone on the team, for tagging all of the upcoming appointments. It looks like there's another Tiffany with an appointment that spells her name with an I. All right. And thank you so much for posting our calculator on there. So Lee says, have great credit, need more credit history. Okay, so nothing like getting better credit history by showing them how quickly you can pay off a loan, because most of the people in our academy pay off their 3 to 5 year funding loans in like 6 to 12 months. So you can really boost your credit score by doing that as well. So super awesome. So if you need more credit history too, I would suggest getting a super small credit card, using it as often as you can and paying it off, you know, every month or every couple of weeks, and just keeping it as zero balance, but use it all the time. That's going to be one of the best ways to build credit. I'm no credit expert, but that's what I did. Let's see. Barbara says, current goal is to accept my first client. Yes, awesome. So what are you doing to accept that client, Barbara? Are you doing consistent marketing? Are you following the steps in the program so that you can build that marketing momentum so that you can get that first client and then watch your business snowball from there? That's how it works. That's how it goes. Shauna says, when I talked to Eileen, she said typically earners will reach about 5,000 in about 4 to 6 months. Is that right? Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Everybody that joins the academy, though, they all have very, very different goals. Some people, they need to be at $10,000 a month like you know, as quickly as possible, and they have the time and the flexibility to do it. Other people, their main goal is to get the bare minimum of clients in so they can leave that corporate job and be home more with their kids. So it's very different for every single person. And of course, because we all have a different version of what our ideal lifestyle is. So it really is a very personal journey for every single person in the academy. But the great thing is, no matter what your goals are, even if they are small and revenue wise, and you're just wanting to be home more and have that flexibility, you're setting yourself up for later when you are ready to scale, that you can have unlimited income later. So it's super, super flexible. But yeah, I would say the average student probably within 4 to 6 months can reach the $5,000 per month in reoccurring revenue. So yeah, I would agree with that statement. So great question. So I'm going to go to some other questions that Shauna had asked me in a private message here. So, so she has, it looks like you've got a newborn, which is exciting. Congratulations. So, one thing I want to address with that is, like, you know, growing a business, this is all, I'm talking about the benefits that you get, but you know, in full transparency, it does take a little bit of work to get off the ground, and it does take time. And there can be parts that aren't super easy, and that's what we help you with. So anytime you come across any roadblock or anything that stresses you out or you don't know how to handle, you have our entire team that holds your hand, locks arms with you for 12 months, and helps you through every single situation. So even when there are stressful parts, and there's stressful parts of everything. There's stressful parts of parenting. There's stressful parts of working out and dieting or whatever. There's stressful parts of everything. So we try to make all those stressful parts as least overwhelming as possible. So we help you get through those all very, very gracefully. We have a 3-month-old and 6 and 8-year-olds. Awesome. I love it. That's super exciting. And I can totally relate to that. I believe my kids were, let's see, I think there's 10 years. I think my kids were like 9 and 10 when I had my 3rd child, and that's when I started my business. So pretty similar to me. My 9 and 10-year-old were still in grade school, so I did have some time, but I actually took my daughter with me, my baby, to all of my networking events, and she was my little PR rep. So it's definitely doable with a baby at home. And like I said, I was able to cover all of our household bills while I was growing my business from home by myself. My husband was gone for 12 hours a day at his corporate job in downtown Kansas City, and I grew my business the entire time by myself for those first 7 months, covered all of our household expenses, and then he was able to quit, and then I could keep growing from there. So that's kind of what we did. So I'm going to address some of other Shauna's questions that she had asked me via private message. Let's see. Question is now a good time to get on board with the Academy and launch? I was trying to think strategically, and I thought that it would be a good time to get those clients that need cleanup before taxes. So you are absolutely correct. This would be a fantastic time for people to join the Academy and get their footing and get everything figured out and set up and ready to go, because here coming up towards the end of the year, people are going to start to be thinking about their taxes, and they're going to be stressing out about getting their bookkeeping done. So once January rolls around, they're going to be people coming out of the woodwork looking for bookkeepers, needing help ASAP. So it's a really, really, really great time to go ahead and start marketing, start getting your business set up, and start reaching out to the people that you might consider working with. And again, in the Academy, we show you how to do all of that. So it's super easy and not invasive at all. So for those of you that are introverts, it's so easy to get clients that way. A lot of it's done through social media, through email, through direct messaging. Very few of it needs to be done in person or over phone calls. So even for people that are, shy or whatever, you can still grow it, and you can still grow it when you've got an infant crying in the background, it doesn't really matter. All of it is very, very flexible and very easy to get clients, even when you've got kids to take care of and family, and maybe you have to do it in the evenings or on the weekends. It's totally fine. Totally fine. None of those things are roadblocks, which is great because it gives you the flexibility that you want, that you need. And then Shauna also asked a question if we help price cleanup jobs. Absolutely. We have always helped our students with this, with pricing and quoting, and now we have a designated weekly call every single week where we help you figure out and determine your pricing for clients, for cleanup jobs, ongoing jobs, everything. So it's an entire call designated just around quoting. But we also have about 10 different Zoom calls every week that you can hop on, where various topics, but you're welcome to ever ask any questions on those calls. So if you can't make the quoting call, you can get on the regular office hour Zoom calls and ask those questions and get help as well. So yes, we definitely help with that. And then, so also Shauna asked a question about like how our program compares to others. And, I've known a little bit about other people's programs in the past, but I don't really keep up with them. So I don't really know what other people offer in their programs, but I will say that we focus constantly on how we can help our students make money the fastest, the most gracefully, the least overwhelming, and the most efficient way possible. One thing that's always made us different than other people is that we want you to start making money from day one, if you can, in the Academy, as soon as possible. We don't believe in you learning everything that you need to know about accounting and bookkeeping and taxes and payroll before you get a client, because it's impossible to ever know everything that you need to know in this field. It's a constantly changing, evolving field, and there's millions of things to know. So we don't expect you to learn all of this stuff before you get a client. We want you to get the basics by going through our course, get the client, focus on marketing and quoting, and then once you get the client, we walk through everything with you. So when you get your first client, you have unlimited, personalized, private one-on-one calls with our team. So we walk you through everything. I don't know of any other program that does that. I can't think of a single one. So that is really, really awesome and valuable, because we don't want it to be like college. We don't want you to go through like a 4-year degree and learn all of this stuff that you're never going to use or that you can't apply. So we want you to actually learn how to get a client, learn the basics so that you understand how to talk to that client. And then once you get them, we will help you learn the books. And the cool thing is 80% of what you're going to be doing is data entry. So it's something that you can learn very easy, very quickly. And then the other 20% is learning like the technical skills, like learning a little bit about taxes and how to categorize transactions, learning how to put financial statements together and where transactions need to be categorized to. So we help you with all of that during our one-on-one calls. And then once you get that first client, you have an amazing, well-rounded view of exactly what your job is going to be. And then after that, then it's pretty much the same. Each client is going to be a little different, and depending on their industry will be a tiny bit different, but the process is the same for every client. And so if you come up across any, questions because they're in a different industry or whatever, we will help you with that. And you get 12 months with us in the academy. And most people actually opt to stay in there longer just because they love having that backup support. But we help you with that. And then by the time you get your second, third, and fourth client, literally you will feel like a bookkeeping pro. Like you've done this forever. It's that easy to get this down and understand it and know exactly what you have to do. So it doesn't take long to feel like an expert. So that's how we probably differ from other programs, is that we want to help you start making money right away. We want you to see your return on investment in the academy right away. And we want to save your time. You're busy parents. You don't have a lot of time to go back and study and get a degree that then leaves you with no real world experience or any way to make money off of it. So that is our plan, is to help you make money right away and then learn the skill as you're going. So yeah, hope you guys understand that. And if you have more questions on that, I'd be happy to elaborate. Hannah says, love the Q&A about when to start the academy and strategic timing for cleaning up the books. Awesome, great. I'm glad that you like that. Good to know I don't have to know everything before getting started. Yes, you won't ever know everything. It's impossible. Like, I still learn stuff all the time in this field, and as long as you like learning and you're willing to learn, you're gonna rock this. You're gonna be awesome at it. So we don't expect anyone to know anything when they join the academy. We expect you guys to all come in totally fresh and totally new, and that's okay. That's how we like it, because we can teach you guys everything you need to know without wasting any of your time teaching you stuff you don't need to know. So super awesome. Shauna says, what I have seen as far as I've been comparing, their pricing tools calculate on very low scales, and there is not 12 months of support. And if they offer support, it's not nearly as much. Yes, thank you for pointing that out. Yes, definitely. No other program offers 12 months of support that I know of, and I've never come across another single person, and I know pretty much everybody in the accounting industry, I've never come across anyone that offers as much as we do. I am determined and dedicated to making this program a trade school, an alternative to college for people. So we are constantly improving. We're constantly getting feedback from the members in the academy, and we are always trying to make it easier, add more things to the program, not to add more things to your plate, to your time, but to make things easier for you guys. So if there's something that we can help our students do to succeed, I think all the kids are getting ready to go outside. I don't know if you guys can hear them, but if there's something that we can do to help our students succeed, we add it to the program. We have added so much stuff over the last year and a half that it's crazy how awesome it is. And like Shauna pointed out, I don't know of another single company that offers this kind of hands-on support and features for this length of time as well. Lee says, I have no clue on niching or really how to get a client. So I don't recommend niching if you're brand new. You have no idea what type of client you want to work with. So you need to go through a lot of different clients in a lot of different industries before you really understand what industry you like to work with and what personality type you want to work with, because a lot of different business owners in certain fields and industries, they have similar personality types and they may or may not mesh with yours. So I really highly recommend that you don't focus on a niche. You just focus on business owners. Service-based business owners are the easiest ones to do. And Lee, if you've got access to the marketing module and you don't know how to get a client, then that's the module that you need to go back and rewatch. And instead of watching it and just listening it in the background, you need to do it. You need to watch one lesson, and then you need to do exactly what I say in that lesson, and then watch the next lesson and do exactly what I say in that lesson. And if you do that, you will get clients. I promise. Totally promise. Nikki said, just joined and I'm super excited. Already have my LLC and EIN. Did that yesterday. Thanks, Tiffany and team. Awesome, Nikki. Yay. Congratulations. I can't wait to hear your success stories very, very soon. It's going to be awesome. And you just make sure you utilize all the support that is available, and you will do awesome. You will do awesome. Let's see. What else do we got? I think Shauna had a couple more questions. So Shauna's husband is actually working on becoming a realtor, and she was wondering if it would be good for her and her husband to do this at the same time. And I said, very much 100% absolutely, for lots of reasons. So what's really cool is what you guys learn in the Bookkeeper Academy is so valuable to business owners, and most business owners don't know any of this stuff when they start their business. Not only are you guys going to start a business of your own, but you're going to know all the super, super, super important stuff that business owners don't know. And you guys are all going to know it. So for Shauna to know that stuff when her husband is also starting a business and she can guide him, so valuable, so valuable. Plus, on top of that, realtors are always in need of bookkeepers. So as your husband is getting his business off the ground and he's connecting with tons of other realtors, he can tell them about you as well, and you can do all of their bookkeeping. It's going to be amazing. You will explode. So I highly, highly recommend doing it together and starting it together. Definitely, definitely. Okay. And then, okay, so she had another question too. Is it hard to find the time to talk to the clients on the phone? Is that mostly what you need? Discuss options and to seal the deal. I worry I won't be able to break away from the craziness of my house, 3-month-old and 6 and 8-year-olds. And you mostly plan to do the bookkeeping after the kids are in bed in early mornings. So let me give you an example of Chelsea in our academy. Chelsea had an in-home daycare, and she was watching 3 or 4 kids, plus she had her own. I think she has 3 kids also. And she was taking care of kids from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. She grew her business and ended up onboarding over 10 clients just by communicating with them at nap times and in the evenings. It is very, very easy to do this over the phone, and you will, when you quote a client, that's the one time that you really will have to be on the phone with them, because you need to get all of their, we walk you through the questions to ask on the phone so you know exactly how to quote them and build that relationship, but you need to talk to them. That's the best way to actually, like what you said, seal the deal. So having one initial phone call with the client is going to be necessary. So you can always do that whatever time you want. So if you know that your baby's asleep every day from 10 to noon, you can schedule it at that time. Or if you know that your husband is going to be home and you're going to have someone that can take over for the kids so you can sneak away for a 15 or 20 minute phone call, then you can schedule it at that time. And then also too, keep in mind, no one cares if you've got kids in the background. We all work from home, and you're going to be talking to other entrepreneurs, not people in the corporate world that have no flexibility. You're going to be talking to entrepreneurs, and they started their business for the same reasons that you are starting yours, so they understand. So if you have to get on the phone and you're nursing your baby, all you have to do is say, hey, just to let you know, I've got kids in the background, so if they're loud, I might need to step away and for one quick second. So all you have to do is that. just let them know before you get on the call. But so flexible. Don't worry about being rigid or anything like that. People understand. They understand. And I think that was the last of Shauna's questions. Let's see what else I got here. Linda says, will you be running a holiday special to take the class and join the academy? We haven't really decided as a team yet. We will probably be running a Cyber Monday special on our DIY coursework. We will not be running any specials on the academy. The academy is so jam-packed full of value, and we are unable to ever discount it. We wouldn't do that to the current people that have enrolled in the academy and paid the prices that the investment that we already have set, but we may throw in some freebies. We may do that. We are going to be doing a virtual event and an in-person live event next year, so there may be some freebies that come along with that. But we don't ever run any specials or discounts on the academy, so just so you know. But the prices do go up. So just recently in September, we added a ton of new features to the program. And if you are in the academy, you got access to all of those features for free. And if you came in before the price increase, you got access to all of those new features for free. So we do periodically raise up the prices for all of these new features and new benefits of the academy. So one really cool thing is when you sign up early, when you sign up now, you don't wait, you're going to get access to those features that we add them all the time, and then you don't have to pay extra for those, which is awesome. Shauna says, my last question was, how do you fit in talking with clients with kids always around? Okay, I think I answered that, but I'll just reiterate it real quick in case you asked this after my explanation. But so like for me, I just found times where I knew it was going to be kind of quiet. And honestly, when my husband got home at 6, if I knew I was going to be on the phone, I had to do a phone call, then I would wait till my husband got home, and I'd be like, I would let him know before he got home, hey, I've scheduled 2 calls for tonight. So after we eat dinner, I'm gonna have to sneak away for about 45 minutes. So, and he was more than happy to do that because he was gone all day and didn't get to see the kids. So that's how I would do it if I really, really needed to focus. If it was just a client randomly calling me, and I had the availability and I could answer it, or if we had a scheduled call that was just a quick question, I could answer it and just have the kids playing in the other room or whatever. It wasn't a big deal at all. Now, for me now, I have 5 kids, and my twins are super loud and obnoxious. So whenever I try to do calls, I have to get away from them because they distract me so much. And I don't know if you guys can hear this, but now my 6-year-old is listening to something on her phone that's so loud I can't even think straight. So those are the only reasons why that I typically sneak away now, just because for my own sanity. I mean, 5 kids pushes you over the edge anyway. I like to be in peace and quiet. I like to work in peace and quiet. But I didn't really do that until well after the twins were born. It was totally okay for me to kind of work and in pieces and in chunks and take calls while the kids were watching TV or eating dinner or whatever. So you just do what works. And everybody's family's different. The dynamics different. Your kids' personalities are different. So I'm sure it's different for everybody. But it's just, you make it work. And the other thing too is we have a new call that we just added. I think it was last week or the week before, called Boundaries and Balance. And we coach you guys on this exact topic. Like, what are you struggling with as far as balance? Like, what's stressing you out with balancing the business and the kids and the family and all those duties? Because you wear a lot of hats. Even just as a mom and a working person, you wear a lot of hats. So we talk about all the ways that you can really help that situation and maximize that. And I'll give you like a little teaser here. One of the things that I really suggest right from the beginning is that you shut off all the notifications on your phone, and you have designated times where you check Facebook and you check Messenger and you check your email, and you don't react to all the dings. That's the number one thing that I usually recommend to all of my students, because you can get totally bombarded with the demands of all your children and your spouse and potential leads and current clients. So the best way to do that is to do it on your terms instead of reacting to what everybody else wants. So that's my suggestion. So while we're on here, make sure you guys, I've got plenty more time to go over anything with you if you've got more questions. So post them here if you have questions. And if you're watching the replay, please post replay and then post your question below so I can answer that. But I want to share a couple of things that the students have posted here recently so that you guys can understand like what some of the students are experiencing this week. So one of our lead student mentors, Casey James, every Friday she asks everyone to share their wins for the week. Like what are some really awesome wins that you've had? And let me just share some of these with you guys. Casey personally says, owning my own bookkeeping business has allowed me to take breaks when I need to, be available for my children, have extra income so that my husband can take unpaid days off when I need help, order pizza on Friday night and not feel guilty about the 35 bucks. Are there some days stressful? Absolutely, but it's 100% worth the times I can take off on a whim just to hang out with my parents. That is really cool. It gave me chills. It gave me chills when I read that. Let's see, what else do we have? Let's see. Sherry says, I got to sit today and hold my clingy baby and 2-year-old. I typically fall into the overwhelmed and stressed out, but I implemented Fridays off as much as possible, creating boundaries. So that's awesome. Fridays off. Sherry decided she wanted to sit with her kids on Fridays and not work. And so she does. It's amazing. Lauren says, last year I was on vacation with my family in Mexico and so stressed out I literally couldn't sleep. I reached out to someone about working with me and got her started on tasks. She's been with me for over a year now and I have 2 others working with me. Best thing I ever did. I work a few hours a day and rarely on weekends anymore, and I've made more money this year even after paying those 3 contractors than I did the previous year. 6 figures. My next time goal is to not work at night. Not sure if that's possible this year or if I'm going to have to wait until my baby is in kindergarten, but I know it's possible. So, goals for you guys to think about moving forward is that you get your business up and going well over the amount of money that you've been making, and then you can hire people to help you and work even less. So it's amazing. Caitlin says, I started my first non-client specific contractor this week and passed off 3 clients' day-to-day tasks. That is super exciting. She has all sorts of wins about new clients that she's got, and giving more hours to her contractors. So awesome. Let's see. What else did she say? I should add that I took 2.5 weeks of vacation and traveled between September and October, which was a goal that seemed impossible last year. Next year, the goal is a month away, even if it's not a month with 0 work. She wants to take a month-long vacation. Yeah, I love those goals. So great. So Crystal says, I'm loving the freedom this job has given me. I have not worked a full week in over a year. Launched my business in February, just replaced my monthly income in October, and still, October, I may have worked 50 hours in the month, the whole month. She replaced her monthly income and she only worked 50 hours for the whole month. That used to be in a busy week, not month. So she used to work 50 hours during her busy weeks, and now she's working 50 hours a month, and she replaced her salary. This month, I will make even more and will work less than 40 hours for the whole month. That's amazing. That's so amazing. I know this wouldn't have been possible for me a few years ago. I had to learn boundaries, learn the value of putting my family first, and now I'm ready to make the right choices for my family. And this business has fallen right in step with my values, talents, and calling. I feel so blessed. And she says, I'm typing this from our RV in the Blue Ridge Mountains after ziplining through Georgia with my kids and eating pizza in Tennessee with my husband. Dreams really do come true, guys. And I got to see if I can turn my camera around so you can see this. I'm not making this up. It's right here. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. While you guys are looking at that, Oli says, what path do you recommend for a new CPA with no experience and I don't want to go public? Oh, great, Oli. Olu, I love that. The path that's going to be great for you is to join the academy. But as always, definitely book a call with our team and we can help you determine which path is going to be right for you. So we'll post the link to book a call with us here in the chat. So you can hop on and see if it's something that is going to work for you. But that's exciting. So exciting. Congratulations on becoming a CPA. I love it. Let's see. Abby says, my win this week was having a Friday that completely went off the rails. No work got done. I spent hours trapped in a car dealership because I bought a car. But while trapped, I responded to clients, got reduced rates on my home, car, and umbrella insurance, and got a tech issue fixed with my website. Today, I'm thankful for a flexible schedule and the ability to get stuff done from my phone. Way to go, Abby. Yay. Morris says, I left work early to catch a gorgeous Southern California sunset and enjoy some sand sledding in 80-degree weather. Sand sledding. You got to see this picture. This is awesome. So many wins that the students are having, and it really is learning a new life, or learning to live your ideal life. That's what we are all about. Let's see, Bonnie's about to leave her full-time job that she's had for 15 years, so that's exciting. Amanda says, I decided not to work today since it's Friday, and I spent it having coffee with my folks and baking cookies with my 2-year-old. I am so thankful I am no longer glued to a desk at a 9-to-5 job and have freedom to make my schedule around my family. I truly work as much as I want, and the earning potential is much higher than my old job. I feel so blessed to find this opportunity and not miss out on life. That's awesome. Demita says, I try to have Fridays as my flex day as much as possible and as little actual work as possible. Yes, that's what it's all about. Sandra says, being able to manipulate my schedule is amazing. I don't have a scheduled day off to which I may need to in the future. Right now, working like crazy to have all cleanups done for when I take a week and a half off starting Thanksgiving all the way through December 5th. Best part of this is no one can tell me no. You can't go on vacation. That's right, because you can do whatever you want, Sandra. That's exciting. Chelsea's got some awesome wins. I'm at a wedding this weekend, not having to worry about any of the expenses and excited to have a fun kid-free weekend. All right, you've earned that, Chelsea. I also was able to take a sick day last week and not feel guilty. I also am planning a trip for Disney in January. Flights are booked. Tickets and rooms are got. So excited. This has been on Chelsea's list for years, and she's getting to do it. And she's only been in the academy maybe not even a whole year. Kendall said, I renegotiated and added $1,000 a month and set boundaries with my client. Added a new client that puts me a mere $50 away from a $10K monthly reoccurring revenue. Woohoo! Yay, Kendall. So exciting. Let's see. Gwen says, I'm still on the fence, so to speak, and bleeding money at this point. I've signed on 2 clients that can't take the time to activate their QBO accounts and let me start working. But a light to freedom is shining brighter, and I know I'll get there. My honey got the weekend off, so we took off for the coast to enjoy a little free time. I'm looking forward to this being a regular thing. So even in the thick of it, Gwen is new and learning all this stuff. She already sees the light at the end of the tunnel. So exciting to be able to live this life. And then I also want to share with you guys too, Tara just graduated from the academy. She's been in there for a year. So I wanted to share this post with you. Tara, I hope it's okay with you. A year has gone by so fast. I started on this journey and questioning if I could even pull this off, doubting myself because of my age, because I wasn't a CPA, because I had children and a husband and an already full plate. And this group gave me courage and security, and most of all, the support I needed to go into business for myself and succeed. I've had so many personal things going on aside from building this business. There were times I wanted to just cry all day, which I did. There were times I needed to just sit on the calls and listen to you all, share questions and concerns. Fast forward till now, I currently own and manage 2 firms. In September, I had my first $20,000 month. And she's only been in the academy for a year, guys. I have met so many wonderful people in this group, and honestly, it's tough for me to say goodbye. I will miss this group. I wish you all the very best. Feel free to send me a friend request if you like. So, and then of course, special thanks to everybody, but she shows a picture there of her actual export from her QuickBooks. This is really exciting, guys. I mean, she's only been in here for 12 months, and remember talking to Tara, she was very apprehensive and nervous about jumping in, and we talked quite a bit before she got in. And then when she decided to get in, she didn't want to quit her job. She was really nervous about quitting her corporate job, but she actually ended up just losing it, I believe, if memory serves me right. And then she was able to just focus so on her business, and she just exceeded all of her expectations. So really super exciting. Congratulations to everybody in the Academy that is experiencing all of these amazing benefits that you get from becoming a virtual bookkeeper. And so it's just so much more about learning how to live the lifestyle that you want. And we do it by showing you how to have a bookkeeping business that can help get you there. So if anybody wants to book a call, I'm going to put some links in here. We have, let me check, book a discovery call link. I'm going to copy and paste that in here. And then also too, if you guys want to go to our website, you can watch some replays of our previous Facebook Lives here. And these, I've got a lot of other testimonials, videos that I've done in the last couple of weeks. We're sharing even more stories from students like that and how their lives have been positively impacted by enrolling in the Academy. So book your free strategy session. I just posted that below. And we would love to talk with you and help you determine, is this right for you? And if it is, which program is going to be the best fit for your family? So we've got some options. So, all right, I think that's it. But if you guys have more questions or you're watching the replay, comment replay below, post your question below, and we will answer them. We will help you. All right, guys, that's it for today. I'll see you next week at 11 a.m. Central Time on Tuesday. Thanks. Have a great day, guys.